I ask my friends what their favorite dessert is, they always say, croissant bread pudding. So that's what we're going to make for dinner tonight. And what's amazing is it's so easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the custard. I have 3 whole eggs and 5 egg yolks, and I'm going to add in 5 cups of half and half. I know, it's a lot of half and half, but I wouldn't recommend you eat this every day. It's a special occasion. So whisk that in. And then I need 1.5 cups of sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. The good news is you're not going to believe how easy this is to make. Whisk that all up. This is really like a bread pudding, except I sort of turned up the volume and made it with croissant. So that's it for the custard. So I'm going to get my dish ready. So I'm going to cut these croissants. These are a little stale. They came out of the freezer. They were left over. You can use fresh croissant, but it's really better, interestingly, to use stale ones because they're drier and they absorb that custard better. I actually decided to try it with croissant because I thought they're sort of lighter and airier than bread, and I thought it'd be really nice to see how it worked. I have about 6 croissants here, but you can really use as many croissants as will fit in the pan. You want 2 layers of croissant. This has about 1 cup of raisins in it, and I put the raisins actually between the layers of croissant because if they end up on top, they'll burn when they bake. Then I'm going to put the second layer on. And you can either do it with the brown side up or the brown side down, but just do it consistently so it's the same. All right, now I put all this fabulous custard on. Just pour it over the whole thing. Now comes the fun part. You have to just get the croissant to absorb all that custard by holding it down for a minute. You can see the bubbles coming up, so it's absorbing all that gorgeous custard. So I'm going to let that soak for a minute while I get the water bath ready. So it's always a good idea when you're making custard to put it in a water bath. It actually keeps the temperature down. And a lot of people say you have to boil the water. I just use really hot tap water. The easier the better. So I'm going to cover the pan, not just the dish, but the whole pan, with foil. I'm going to put it into a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes. And by then, the custard's going to start to set. And then I'll take the foil off, bake it for another 45 minutes, and you'll see it's going to get really puffed and brown and just gorgeous. And in it goes. Carefully, because you don't want water in the custard. So the croissant bread pudding's been baking for about 45 minutes at 350, and now I'm going to take off the foil and let it bake another 45 minutes until it gets puffed and nicely brown, and it'll be delicious.
I'll give the Barefoot Contessa, and he can be the Barefoot baby.
I'm just going to get the croissant bread pudding out of the oven. Oh, so gorgeous. Let it rest on top of the stove.